everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully you were able to tune into 9 News at noon. If you weren't, I have your full forecast here, and this is one of those forecasts you just want to sit and pay attention because there's a lot happening. A lot of change will be coming into the area tomorrow, and depending on where you are, you can see a difference between a rain shower or thunderstorms or snow. So that's something you'll want to pay attention to. In the meantime, let's all enjoy the remaining warmth from today. It's also pretty windy out there, but I'll take the warm and windy any day. I know we need the moisture though before everybody yells at me. We will be getting plenty of that tomorrow. Right now we have a live look outside downtown Denver. Beautiful shot there, partly cloudy skies. We do have some cloud cover coming through, and it's just going to increase as we go through the rest of the evening. But we're at 74 degrees. We're going to get a little warmer as we go through the rest of the afternoon. We'll also see some stronger winds as well. Right now we're pretty calm with winds coming in from the west at around 8 miles per hour. Later this afternoon we should see those winds picking up a bit, being a little gusty in Denver. Some areas will be outright windy. These temperatures right now, pretty warm. Along the Front Range and Eastern Plains, 70s and 80s. We're seeing 85 degrees right now in Burlington, 84 in Lamar, 75 right now in Colorado Springs. Not too much different from Denver, but as you head further southeast, that's where we're seeing those really warm temperatures. Even the high country, not doing too bad. You can see a lot of 60-degree ratings there. So we're nice and warm this afternoon, just as we thought we would be. We're also very windy. These wind gusts mostly coming in from the south and southwest, especially on the western portion of the state. But these winds are gusting anywhere between 20, 30, even up to 40 miles per hour. So the dry air and these strong winds that we have out there, that's what could really cause a red flag warning. And this is why we have so many red flag warnings out there right now. The majority of the state, actually, all of these red counties are under this red flag warning through the majority of the day. And again, that's just because we have these dry air, warmer temperatures, and we have strong winds that are continuing to come in. So that's what we have in store for today. So as long as you're safe, you can really enjoy the weather that we have out there the rest of the afternoon. It's very spring-like. Great day for a walk, a hike, anything like that, as long as you don't mind the wind. But as you take a look at our HD Doppler radar, you can see this cloud cover starting to move in from the west, and behind that is where we're expecting our precipitation. So let's take a look at our futurecast. As we go through the rest of the evening, we do stay mostly dry. We do have that cloud cover building in. We're not expecting any sort of precipitation in Denver until tomorrow afternoon. But as you take a look at early tomorrow morning, this is when the southwestern corner of the state can see the first approach of precipitation, and they need it. They have been very dry. They've had several days of nonstop red flag warnings, whereas some of the other counties maybe are just seeing that approach maybe yesterday or today. But anyway, that's when we start to see this precipitation move into the southwestern corner of Colorado. But then take a look by tomorrow afternoon. This is when that precipitation becomes more widespread. The mountains and foothills off to the west can start to see that snow move in. Denver's looking at some rain showers, and then the northeastern plains can see those thunderstorms where you see those pockets of bright colors, those pockets of oranges and reds and yellows. That's where we're going to continue to watch for thunderstorms. Under that, we could see locally heavy downfalls. You could see maybe even some small hail and some higher winds. So we're going to continue to watch for that as we go through tomorrow afternoon, and just intensifies as we go into tomorrow evening hours. And that's usually your typical time for some severe thunderstorm. Is going to be in those early evening hours around 5, 6, 7 o'clock, just as we can see here on this futurecast. This is when some of those colors become very bright and larger, making their way into Nebraska. Take a look at North Platte there. So that's going to be an area that we really want to pay attention to for severe thunderstorms as well. But as you take a look at Denver, right in between the snow and the thunderstorms, it looks like Denver maybe sees the rain showers, and the same goes for the rest of the Front Range. I think most of the rain stays in the Front Range. We could maybe see a pop-up thunderstorm, but most of the severe thunderstorms are going to stay in the northeastern plains, and then the foothills and high country will see that precipitation fall as snow. And then as you make your way over the mountains and then back toward the west, that's where we start to see that precipitation fall as rain again. So then as we go in through Tuesday night, we're going to continue to just sit under all of this rainfall all the way until Wednesday, when it finally starts to make its way out by Wednesday afternoon, and that pushes its way out into the southeast. So if you're in Pueblo or anywhere south and southeastern corner of the state, it's going to take you a bit longer to see all of that precipitation move out, whereas Denver will see it move out maybe midday. So as far as tomorrow's thunderstorms are concerned, again, northeastern plains can start to see some of these become somewhat severe. So the northeastern plains are under this marginal risk tomorrow for those thunderstorms. Those are areas that if we do see thunderstorms, they could, again, see locally heavy downpours. We could see some small hail and some strong wind if you're in any of these green shaded areas. And this barely starts to approach Denver. So that means that Denver, we can't rule out a pop-up thunder shower, but we're not under that marginal risk either. And then again, further west of Denver is where we're going to expect that snow. And then for the rain and showers that we're expecting on Wednesday, because yes, we are expecting 2 days, while Tuesday is going to be the more intense day for us, we are still expecting more showers and possible thunder showers on Wednesday as well. But that's going to be more severe as you make your way further southeast, because we're going to see those start to pick up again in those early evening hours as it pushes its way out of the state. So if you're in the southeastern corner of the state, we're going to want to watch for that late Wednesday. Today, in the meantime, we'll enjoy these temperatures in the upper 70s, some areas making it into the 80s. And then if you're further southeast, you've seen we're already in the 80s, we're already in the mid 80s there. So those areas could see maybe 90 degrees if you're in the far southeastern corner of the state this afternoon. Partly cloudy, warm and windy. These winds continuing to come in, gusting up to around 20-30 miles per hour in Denver. The rest of the state could be seeing those winds gusting up to around 40, maybe even 50 miles per hour at times. Later tonight, a pretty mild evening, though we stay breezy. Clouds will increase, overnight lows near 44 degrees. So that's before all of that cold air moves in. And then tomorrow is when you're really going to see, even if you're in an area that doesn't get as much rain or in between periods of rain tomorrow afternoon, because both of those are possible as well. What you will see, no matter where you are, is going to be, or what you will feel is going to be the colder temperatures. We're going to be about 20 degrees colder tomorrow afternoon than we are right now. Those highs tomorrow maxing out at around 57 degrees. We stay chilly for Wednesday. So both Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be our cooler days. We're below average. We're cloudy. We're seeing those rain showers. If you're in the northeastern corner of the state tomorrow, you're going to see those spotty thunderstorms. If you're in the foothills and mountains, you're going to see it falling as snow. And then Wednesday is when we start to see it push out, and those could start to re-intensify as they make their way further southeast. Then all of that moves out. We're sunny by Thursday and Friday going into the weekend. Those temperatures seasonal on Thursday, and then through the rest of the weekend, we're just warm. We're in the mid 70s, even getting into 80s by Saturday before another system moves in on Monday, cooling us back down again and giving us another round of possible showers. So I know that was a lot we have going on. Let me check in with everyone. See first where I have any questions, comments, concerns, that kind of thing. And then at the end, usually before I say goodbye, I like to do a quick recap. So we will have another chance to just kind of briefly go over everything that we're expecting tomorrow, because again, it's going to be a lot, and it really differs depending on where you're going to be. Some people will be getting snow, some people will be getting severe weather. So we're really going to continue to monitor that as we go through tomorrow afternoon. In the meantime, we get to enjoy a nice, warm, windy day out there, as long as you stay safe of any fire dangers, because we have plenty of red flag warnings as well. Seth, hey Lauren, how's it going this Monday afternoon? Hi Seth. I think you're always maybe one of the first ones to tune in and say hi, and I appreciate it. So far this Monday afternoon, so far so good. When it's warm outside, I'm a happy camper, but I know we need the precipitation, so I'll be able to just make my way through the next couple of days somehow. Hi Christopher, thank you for joining in. Hi Violet, good morning. Hi Charlotte, thank you for tuning in as well. Christopher asked, what's the 10-day forecast? I don't typically do a 10-day forecast unless it's required, just because the further out you go in a forecast, the less likely it is to be very accurate. And so even sometimes a 7-day forecast can be a little wishy-washy, just like how I have Monday showers for next Monday. There's not a whole lot that I'm going to be able to tell you even about that much, besides the fact that I'm expecting precipitation, it'll likely be rainfall, and that those temperatures will be a little cooler. So we always wait for at least a couple of days in for things to really be accurate. So a 10-day forecast is really just kind of a general statement usually. So sorry, Christopher, I don't have a 10-day forecast for you. I do have a 7-day forecast, so I hope that is good enough, especially since the majority of the activity is well within this 7-day forecast. Hi, Meg. Thank you for joining. Mitch says, great weather we're having today. I agree. I like it. But I know. And people always yell at me, we need the moisture. I know we do, and we're going to be having that. But that doesn't mean that I don't get to enjoy the warmth today in the meantime. And Christopher says, snowstorm in Colorado again. That depends on where you are. Most of the snow, again, will stay in the foothills and high country. Christopher's asking, what's it going to be like in Southwest Aurora tomorrow? I always have to slow down when I say that for some reason. I lisp a little when I say that town, but or city. But Aurora is basically going to have the same forecast as Denver. Mostly rain showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm possible. Colder overall. And Meg asked, what will it be like tomorrow? I'm assuming that you've probably heard, or you may have asked that before I went over the forecast. Harry Jones is asking if we're going to expect tornadoes. Great question, Harry. Being that we're just in the marginal risk, even in the northeastern plains, tornadoes are not a huge risk, but you still want to be aware of strong thunderstorms as we go through tomorrow afternoon and evening, the possibility. Lee says hi from Fort Collins. Thank you. Hi, Lee. And Harry asks, hail. Yep, that's a possibility. Again, depending on where you are. If you're in the northeastern plains, then yes, small hail, locally heavy downpours, strong winds. Those are all possible, especially those areas that I showed you in the marginal risk. And before I end today, I'll show again that severe outlook map that we have, just so you can see where you are and what to possibly expect tomorrow afternoon. Meg's asking, what does it look like for the weekend? Next weekend, well, this is going to be the 7-day forecast right behind me. So I'm assuming that that's what you're talking about. Oh, thank you for putting it up. Over the weekend, we're expecting dry, sunny weather. It's going to be warm out there, maybe a little breezy at times, but overall, not a whole lot of activity as far as weather is concerned, which means that you can plan your own activities if you do have outdoor plans this weekend. And Priya is saying we need as much heavy-duty precip as we can get as fire season is looming. I agree, Priya. As much as I don't like the rain, I know we need it, so I agree. Greetings again from Oslo. You always seem to join in, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward to another visit to Colorado, hopefully next year. Well, hopefully. Hi, Maricela. And she says, bring on the moisture, just planted your garden. Well, that's really good timing because you're going to get plenty of natural watering tomorrow and then maybe again Wednesday. So hopefully you're more so along the Front Range where things will stay as rain showers and you don't have to worry about any sort of severe weather threatening to mess up your garden. And Meg loves the weather that we have now, but needs the moisture. And David says, not sure if I covered it. How about Fort Collins and Loveland area? So what I want to do now is go back just a little bit again, just for people that may be tuning in, because again, there's a lot that's going to be happening tomorrow. So I don't mind going over this Futurecast one more time, and then we'll show the SPC outlook for tomorrow as well. So what we're expecting through the rest of the afternoon and evening is we stay dry. Cloud cover does intensify, so we'll be seeing those increasing clouds as we go through the evening. Early tomorrow morning, we can start to see that precipitation move in from the west and the southwest. These areas will start to see any sort of precipitation first, which is really nice because these areas have been very dry. So we'll see that start to move in, and we don't see any sort of rain in Denver until afternoon. So your morning commute tomorrow is going to be just fine. Your evening commute's likely going to be a little wet. So this look right now is a great example of what we can expect across the state. Denver and a lot of the Front Range seeing rain showers. Northeastern corner of the state, that's going to be the northeastern plains, seeing those spotty thunderstorms where you see those little bright circles, those reds, oranges, yellows. That indicates where we can see thunderstorms pop up. under those thunderstorms, especially when we have those red and orange colors, that means we could start to see some hail form. We could see some locally heavy downpours. We could see some strong winds associated with that. All of those things that come along with a severe thunderstorm. Then as you take a look, everything changes further west of Denver. That's where we continue to see those snow chances. The foothills and high country do have snow chances there, and that goes all the way further south and southwest of the state. Now, further southeast, it looks like early on we stay dry. Those areas take a little longer to see any rain, if you get much rain at all on Tuesday. Honestly, a lot of that rain is looking to center over Denver, and then the snow showers to the west, and then those thunderstorms to the east. So we're going to continue to watch for that, but don't worry. I know we need rain all over the state. So by the time we get into Wednesday, that's when really everything starts to push its way further southeast, and then that looks like the southeastern corner of the state's time to shine. So as everything is moving out midday Wednesday, Denver starts to dry up at around noon Wednesday, and then it takes a little longer for the southeastern corner to become dry, and all of that moves its way out. But it looks like the majority of us will see at least some sort of precipitation throughout Tuesday and Wednesday. It just depends on where you are, on of course what you're going to see and when you're going to see it. As far as those possibly strong thunderstorms that we're expecting tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, this is a look at the map of what we're going to expect here. This marginal risk, that's going to be the green areas, and this is the northeastern plains. So pretty much north of I-70 and east of I-25 is going to be our sweet spot, right along I-76 as you make your way into the panhandle of Nebraska. That's where we could start to see those thunderstorms become a little stronger. And again, if you're in those green areas, what we're going to want to watch for is going to be possible small hail, locally heavy downpours, stronger winds. Us here in Denver will likely see more rain showers. Isolated pop-up thunderstorms are possible, yes, but most of what we'll see will be rain, and then off to the west, that'll start to transition into snow. So that's what I have for you guys. Well, actually, let me give you another look at our 7-day before we leave, or before we say goodbye. So, in addition to all of the rain that we're expecting, colder weather is also going to be a factor. So we'll see those temperatures drop about 20 degrees from what we've seen today and yesterday. Tomorrow and Wednesday will max out in the mid to upper 50s, and then everything moves out midday to late Wednesday, and we have more chances for the return of sunshine and seasonal weather on Thursday. And then going into next weekend, it's going to be mostly sunny to partly cloudy, but very warm. Those temperatures Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all in the mid to upper 70s, even getting into the 80s possible by Saturday. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you for tuning in as always, and we'll be back this evening with more updates, and then all day tomorrow as we go through the system. We'll have your morning, noon, and evening shows to keep you updated on everything to expect so that you stay as safe as possible. Have a good one.